Yes, we are on to the last topic, that is some different reactions of alkyl halides, and we begin with the one that is elimination reaction. Elimination reaction, also known as dehydrohalogenation. So, see, when an alkyl halide having at least one beta hydrogen is boiled with alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide, it undergoes elimination of hydrogen atom from a beta carbon and halogen atom from alpha carbon, resulting in the formation of an alkene. As this reaction is called beta elimination or 1,2 elimination reaction, as it involves elimination of halogen and a beta hydrogen atom. It is seen in the reaction, the base reacting with alkyl halide, alpha carbon atom to X is attached to alpha carbon atom, and the carbon besides the alpha carbon atom is the beta carbon atom. When treated with heated with alcoholic KOH, you get an alkene by the elimination reaction, and plus BH plus X minus. As hydrogen and halogen are removed in this reaction, it is also known as dehydrohalogenation reaction. If there are two or more non-equivalent beta hydrogen atoms in a halide, then this reaction gives a mixture of products. Thus, 2-bromobutane on heating with alcoholic KOH gives a mixture of but 1-in and but 2-in. See the reactions, the formula is put up. So, 2-bromobutane, alcoholic KOH, loss of beta hydrogen giving you one product, that is butene, but 1-in, and the next, that is but 2-in. It is seen that the different products of elimination are not formed in equal proportion. After studying a number of elimination reactions, the Russian chemist Sedzev formulated an empirical rule given below. In dehydrohalogenation reaction, the preferred product is that alkene which has greater number of alkyl groups attached to doubly bonded carbon atoms. Therefore, in the above reaction, but 2-in is the preferred product and is formed as the major product. It turned out that more highly substituted alkanes are almost stable. It turned out that more highly substituted alkenes are also more stable alkenes. Hence, Sedzev elimination is preferred formation of more highly stabilized alkene during an elimination reaction, and the stability or order of the alkyl substituted alkenes is given as follows. You can just read it out. Okay, the very next reaction of alkyl halides is the reaction with active metals. Active metals like sodium, magnesium, cadmium readily combine with alkyl chlorides, bromides and iodides to form compounds containing carbon metal bonds. These are known as organometallic compounds. First, we will study the reaction with magnesium. When alkyl halide is treated with magnesium in dry ether as a solvent, it gives alkyl magnesium halide. This is known as Grignard's reagent. Rx plus Mg in presence of dry ether gives you RMgX. Grignard's reagents are very reactive compounds. They react with water or compounds containing hydrogen attached to the electronegative elements. So often a note on this is asked, so prepare the note on preparation of Grignard's reagent very well. The very next and important again reaction of alkyl halides is the Wurtz reaction, the WURTZ. We have done this in details in the 11th, and I think I have also mentioned it in my earlier lecture of halogen derivatives. Alkyl halides react with metallic sodium in dry ether as solvent and form higher alkanes containing double the number of carbon atoms present in alkyl halide. This reaction is called as Wurtz reaction. That is, twice Rx plus twice Na in presence of dry ether gives you an alkane, that is RR, plus twice NaX. Twice C2H5Br plus twice Na in presence of dry ether gives you butane. So from a lower alkyl halide you get a higher alkane. When a mixture of two different alkyl halides is used, all the three possible alkanes are formed. For example, methyl bromide plus ethyl bromide reacting with sodium in presence of dry ether, you get a mixture of ethane, propane and butane. Just check out the molecular and the structural formulas. How can we forget the reactions of haloarenes? So next is reaction of haloarenes, aromatic. Reaction of haloarene with metals, the one which is given in the textbook. The reaction of aryl halide with alkyl halide and sodium metal in a dry ether to give substituted aromatic compounds is known as Wurtz-Fittig reaction. This reaction is an extension of Wurtz reaction and was carried out by Fittig. This reaction allows alkylation of aryl halides. So see, bromobenzene plus methyl bromide reacting with twice Na in presence of dry ether, giving you toluene plus twice NaBr. In case only aryl halide takes part in the reaction, the product is biphenyl and the reaction is known as Fittig reaction. Just check out this reaction with where the formation of biphenyl is being shown. Aryl halides do undergo electrophilic substitution reactions. So next what we are going to do is electrophilic substitution in aryl halides. Aryl halides undergo electrophilic substitution reaction slowly as compared to benzene. In resonance structures of chlorobenzene, electron density is relatively more at ortho and para position. Therefore, incoming electrophilic group is more likely to attack at these positions. But due to steric hindrance at ortho position, para product usually predominates. In haloarenes, halogen atom has strong electron withdrawing inductive effect. This deactivates the ring and the electrophilic substitution reaction occurs slowly. The next few simple reactions of aryl halides are as follows. First, halogenation. It is carried out by replacing haloarene, it is carried out by reacting haloarene with halogen in presence of ferric salt as Lewis acid catalyst. Chlorobenzene plus Cl2 in anhydrous FeCl3 is giving you 1,4-dichlorobenzene plus 1,2 dichlorobenzene, that is the minor product, along with the formation of HCl. So it is halogenation of haloarine. The next simple reaction is nitration. Nitration of haloarenes. It is carried out by heating haloarine with concentrated HNO3 in presence of concentrated H2SO4, which is also called as the nitrating mixture. So see here, chlorobenzene plus concentrated nitric acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid gives you 1 chloro 4 nitrobenzene plus 1 chloro 2 nitrobenzene. Another simple one now, sulfonation. It is carried out by heating haloarine with fuming H2SO4. So chlorobenzene plus H2SO4 fuming gives you 1 chlorobenzene sulfonic acid plus 4 chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. That is chlorobenzene with respect to 1 chloro, 4 chloro, sulfonic acid, 4 chlorobenzene sulfonic acid. The very last reaction and very important one is Friedel-Crafts reaction. It is carried out by treating haloarine with alkyl chloride or acyl chloride in presence of anhydrous AlCl3 as a catalyst. So see, it's put up Cl chlorobenzene plus CH3Cl anhydrous AlCl3 will give you 1 chlorotoluene plus 4 chlorotoluene. Similarly, chlorobenzene treated with acyl chloride CH3COCl will give you 1 chloroacetophenone plus 4 chloroacetophenone. So this reaction as a whole is called as Friedel-Crafts alkylation if it is a reaction with alkyl chloride, and Friedel-Crafts acylation if it is a reaction with acyl chloride. So in this way we finish off with the whole chapter, and a few uses and environmental effects of some polyhalogen compounds are given. So you can just go